Hi. Does this thing work this time?
Hello, Justin.
Hi.
Would you like to play a game?
Uh, I mean, yes, but getting close to time to going to bed, and I see you're playing a good question mark video game.
When you decided to go inside my live stream chat, it was in order to repent for the sins you have committed.
You sound like you're struggling.
The video game Elden Ring will be attached to your face in
Yeah,
this
I
in
see.
this sharp knife.
I do want to note that I can see the Discord overlay in the top left.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
I've decided to pick up my old Dark Souls save.
Okay. Cool. So,
I haven't played this game in 2 years. Let's go.
great. You're at this place.
Yeah,
I forgot the name of it.
the
I
Royal
also haven't played
Capital.
this- Yeah, I also haven't played this since launch. I remember killing these guys a bunch to get some souls because they give you a lot and they're very easy to kill. I guess not a lot. Maybe they adjusted that because I remember these guys giving a lot more.
It's quite possible.
'Cause I sure did run down this corridor a bunch of times. That guy gave you 1800. So yeah, I guess they just randomly did this. Anyway.
I have this big ass sword.
You have a right-hander.
Yep.
I think.
How did you guess?
Because I used this right-hander in Dark Souls 1, and then I didn't use it again. I finished Dark Souls 1 twice with this right-hander, actually.
Yeah, I mean that's
This
how
is a
I beat
very
the game
good-
the first time.
That's... It's probably not the best weapon in the game, but it's certainly the easiest to use. I've also beat the game with magic.
Yeah.
In one hand and a sword in my offhand. And there were some bosses that were significantly easier, and some that felt almost impossible.
Yeah, that checks out.
It was like roughly opposite of what was easy and hard with the Zweihander. Anyway, how do you remember feeling about Elden Ring back then?
I remember liking it. It's just the part where it was very long and I burnt out on it.
Yep.
But now the time has come for me to get people to watch my channel.
Mm-hmm.
And you know how you do that? You stream Elden Ring. And definitely don't use it as a feint later on to stream, let's say, I don't know, maybe Descent to Undermountain. Who's to say? Anyway.
Are you potentially doing that tonight, or are you doing?
Who's to say?
Oh, well.
Justin, if you need to go to bed, your sleep is more important than my garbage. I have terrible news.
Yeah, no, it's. There's a lever around here, or something.
Yeah.
There you go. Nothing's more important than watching my friends play Descent to Undermountain and torturing themselves with the worst video games ever made.
Yeah. Well, we're recording
'Cause
that tonight, so...
I
Or,
sure
not
as
tonight,
hell
this week.
Oh, Descent to Undermountain?
Yeah.
Oh. I didn't know... I didn't know y'all were playing the podcast.
Yeah, it's for Solstice.
Oh.
Yeah.
Who else is attempting to play it?
Chris Zombie Pie Redacted.
And
Not Borgmaster.
did you manage to rope Gino into this?
No,
That would
got
be very funny.
we got Cassidy from the old games, from the Bad Games Hall of Fame to guest again. So they will be recording with us. What's Thou'st Vigor at? Actually, let me check. 45, apparently. Not bad.
This is what in this game, it should probably be higher. That was one of the many mistakes I made when I first ran through.
Just don't get
40
hit.
Yeah, 40 vigor should be good enough. It's good enough in all the other Souls games. Why would you ever need any stat to go past 40?
Yeah, for those of you joining, I have picked up my save from 2 years ago. I barely remember anything about what I was doing.
Here's the thing, Papa Do Good. I never plan on winning yet. It just happens. You seem to find yourself in a bad situation.
I'm trying to block. Which is a mistake.
I knew I shouldn't have did a New Game Plus on my save, or I'd be able to just jump into the DLC.
Yeah.
But no, now I gotta play through the whole last game again.
I mean, you just have to kill Radon and Mog. Just.
Radon's not that hard. Mog wasn't that hard either.
What's my spear dash? Okay.
So, what are the chances that instead of making a whole nother one of these, they just do a DLC every like 2 or 3 years?
They already said they're not going to do that.
Oh, they're not going. Okay, never mind.
They already said that this is it as far as new stuff for Elden Ring.
No, this is his first playthrough, but he's picking it up from 2 years ago.
Yep. So it's going to be great. Because people love. Okay. Oh, what runes do I have? Okay. Temporarily boosts fire attacks and eliminates all FP consumption. Okay. That's apparently... Anyway. I got my souls back. Hooray. What? There was an enemy behind me! In this game? And I'm already out of not Estus. You don't have the right. Oh, you don't have the. Oh, I remember these fun and delightful Dark Souls memes. Oh, I got my shit back. Probably still not
Yeah,
enough to actually
well.
level up.
I mean, you could check that right now.
Isn't it a different color?
No, go to status. And runes held, runes needed.
Okay, I have enough to. Okay.
You could go get a level. You could play like me and just run all the way back to the bonfire and get a level.
So I seem to remember finding some aspect. Okay, do I not have any?
Hey, what? Healing miracles?
Spells, miracles? Apparently not.
Well, that's... You have the Mimic Tear, though.
Yeah. Yeah, of course I do, because I'm sorry, I'm a fake gamer. And now... Big sword. Big prizes.
I know I brought this up with you before, but I eventually found big slow swords to not cut it.
Oh.
Last later parts of this game.
Pish posh, young man. What else do I even have? Okay, I have...
No, keep using this way.
I have Rogier's keen rapier. I have
You're not at the part where this isn't gonna work.
I have the winged scythe.
Still, it could still work, but
I have stuff. I have faster weapons.
also, if you're willing to use the Mimic Tear, you can finish off the faster enemies of this game. Oh, I forgot that it takes so much of your health. Oops.
Alright, me, let's go. Okay, that's a large boy.
Yeah, uh-huh. He's just a regular enemy. I do not remember if he respawns.
Eat frenzy, bitch! Oh. See, he gets it. Alas. I did done Dark Soul.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember what armor I was wearing before this.
I wore the Radon armor throughout the entire game.
Because I remember having a, lighter... It was probably this, honestly. It was probably the Confessor armor, because that's what I started with. But, it's fine. We got poise.
Which works in this game, at least as you...
Yeah, as you'd expect, whereas in Dark Souls 3, you definitely just had to tank through. Like, it would only work mid-animation in Dark Souls 3, if I remember correctly.
It had a different function, and I don't
Yeah.
remember exactly what that function was.
I tried to play all of Dark Souls 3 with a great sword.
Not really a good idea.
Not a good idea. You can barely play that game with magic.
Magic and Pyromancy are more of like a New Game Plus thing in that game. It seems more like your best bet is to play that game with a melee weapon, and then for your NG plus, start really investing in magic and or pyromancy. Problem is, I never NG plus any of these games.
No. I don't New Game Plus these very often either. Like, I think I might have done it for Dark Souls 1.
Yeah, I mean, part of that's because Dark Souls 1, the secret is, Dark Souls 1, actually a pretty short game, if you know where to go. Like, that's a 15-hour game for me at this point, and that's
Oh, yeah.
everything. Did you ever get in the habit of doing the thing where when you take an elevator down or up somewhere,
If it's
when
a
you
really
step-
annoying boss fight, then yes.
yeah, you step on the button? Yeah.
I assume I'm going to actually need the ability to roll at some point.
I mean, yes.
But I guess some part of the game was frustrating me enough to go to heavy armor and big sword. Because I believe for most of the game I was using that winged scythe.
My frustration levels with this game went all over the place. Sometimes I absolutely loathed it. Sometimes I was having a ton of fun.
The kids are gonna love when I fight Millennia for 3 hours to get her to her second form. Okay, I must have already grabbed whatever that thing had.
You look weirdly huge on this roof.
Okay. Okay, buddy.
Hey, GG.
Hi, how are you?
Hello, I'm playing the hot new game. Cause I want those views, I want those clicks. I'm here because the real Elden Ring was YouTube views the entire time.
So, I see just dropping by. I'm also on vacation.
I would say, it sounds like you're using a different mic, or not at home
Yeah.
or
Oh.
something.
I'm in a hotel right now.
I see. How is...
But it seems
Oh,
like you already
Jesus.
got your first incidental Elden Ring fan, giving
Yep.
me some advice. So.
Yep. I'm here to Elden Ring, and I'm here to Elden Sing.
Ah. So, nothing toxic so far?
No.
Let's hope so. It seems like that whole storyline of, like, experts in Elden Ring helping out people to finish the game was true, or was it not?
I mean, it's always been at least sort of true. Like there were always. I mean, summoning and cooperation has always been like a thing that's worked in the games. It helps that they gave you a covenant in the earlier games, specifically for doing that. I forget what they were called.
He had
Blue
3
Sentinels?
lightning bolts.
Yeah. What were they? Blue Sentinels in the
Yeah,
earlier games?
yeah.
Something like that. Yeah, there was like a whole reward system for helping people, and guess what? That resulted in people getting help.
Yeah, Jolly Cooperation, the Sun Bros.
I actually went through with it.
Yeah,
Went through with what?
Dark
Helping
Souls.
people?
Actually, creating an incentive program that's non-trollish with
Yeah, that's been there.
cooperative
That's been there since the
gameplay.
beginning. Like that's the whole point of what's his face's side quest
Solaire.
in- in Dark Souls
I don't
1.
know, man. Those Dark Souls games are barrel. The cooperation there is all over the place.
I feel like I found some good help.
I feel like
I've always.
most of the time I've played Dark Souls, when I've summoned people, the people have been helpful and not malicious. Not
Yeah.
that they can hurt you anyway.
Even when people
Until you get invaded.
even when people invade, almost all the time, I've had them like do a bow or something before trying to fight, or I don't know. It rarely has felt toxic to me. Maybe other people have had a different experience. or
Well,
maybe I just have a
listen,
higher-
you're the person who gets invaded once, and you get like teleport backstabbed because the netcode for those earlier Dark Souls games wasn't great,
Yeah. Okay.
and then you're the person who just plays
Especially
offline
on PC.
forever.
I mean, I did play offline a lot. But like even when again when I was playing online, maybe I just have a higher tolerance for bullshit and assholes. But I don't think that's true. Again, this isn't all the time. This is. I also play.
And in any case, most of the time PvP is opt-in in these later games. Like, you can't get invaded in Bloodborne, or even this game, or Dark Souls 3, unless you,
Scholar of the First Sin and Dark Souls 3 both have like options to turn off online play. Scholar of the First Sin, though, if you have online turned on, you can get invaded whether you're human or not.
yeah.
I my shot, and so I'm going to take it. Just friendly reminder that Bubsy 3D is getting a PC release before Bloodborne.
Yeah. And, I think that's because the people who own Bubsy 3D care more about preservation than the people who own Bloodborne. Let's say, perhaps.
I'm pretty sure they're releasing it ironically. Like, I feel like every Bubsy re-release these days is just an annoying thing.
Listen, Audie Surley from Digital Foundry, that man loves him some Bubsy, and it's only half because he's a German. The Wheel of Dubious Souls likes, motherfucker, we could do that right now. Don't threaten
This is
me
where
with
you-
a good time.
I mean, virtually all of them that didn't come
Also,
from,
yeah.
from software are dubious.
Also, yeah, that's the other thing is,
Like
the good news is that
search-
Iron Pineapple has that,
yeah.
where we do get out of it. Oh, this is where it happens.
I mean, the new Lords of the Fallen is not without its dubiosity, but I'd still say
I say that game is fine.
What about the first game?
First game is dog shit, dude. Man who doesn't like Souls games keeps ironically standing the original dog shit bad Souls imitator.
Wait, did you like Lords of the
He
Fallen?
claims to like Lords of the Fallen, but he does it to annoy me.
That's an unusual take.
That game moves like molasses.
I could deal with the movement speed. I don't think I could deal with the camera shake.
Oh yeah, also
entire
you cannot turn off the fucking camera shake.
Would Let It Die be considered dubious?
Yes. I think Let It Die.
Really?
The part where Let It Die has pay to win elements, yes. 1000%.
Am I misremembering this, or did they make a Let It Die too?
They made a multiplayer competitive Let It Die that and then they said, no, we're making a real sequel to Let It Die. And the energy I got from that was someone at Grasshopper Manufacture won an argument with someone who was giving money.
Lionheart's over here telling you how to play this video
So
game.
how about either of the Surge games? Would they be considered dubious?
I think the Surge is fine. I think the Surge is a little too good.
The Surge 2 is probably the first Souls-like not made by Valve that actually had a good reputation. Which is funny because those guys
Yeah, if you went to the indie scene, you had things like Blasphemous.
Blasphemous was post-Surge 2, wasn't it?
Yeah, I'm sorry to tell you this, but the Surge is pretty old. The Surge came out when Patrick Klepek was still at Giant Bomb, I'm pretty sure.
No,
That was like
we were talking about the
2015.
Surge 2.
But yeah, the Surge 2, that was still
No.
when did the Surge 2 come out? That was 2017, wasn't it?
Yeah, Surge 2 was like 2017.
2019. Jesus.
That's not a real year.
No, 2019 is not a real year.
2019
We
and
just skipped
2017
it.
was the first one.
Okay.
Yeah, Blasphemous was 2019 as well. I don't think Blasphemous is great.
I don't like Blasphemous.
Like, it has visually, it is incredible. Tonally, it is incredible. The game,
Yeah.
kind of plays like shit.
I don't like the way that game moves.
It feels like there's a priority on animations in a way that makes it feel kind of laggy. If you're willing to work with that, I think there's a lot of stuff to like about it.
I also just don't like the movement.
Yeah.
It's not.
I played most of it. I had a fun time. I'd be up for replaying it and finishing it this time, and then playing Blasphemous 2. But it's not. I don't think it's as good as what I played at the Surge 2. I think Salt and Sanctuary sucks.
I think Salt and Sanctuary is on the category of neat but not great.
The major thing about that game for me is it's very dark.
I died again.
Yeah.
This is what the people. Is Hollow Knight a Souls? I don't have an opinion on Hollow Knight.
I have a controversial opinion on Hollow Knight. It's not great.
Oh man, there's a part where I don't have a map.
It's not because you don't have a map.
I consider Hollow Knight more of a Metroidvania. That's my stance.
It is more of a Metroidvania. Silksong, it's a real boy in the hearts of Hollow Knight fans worldwide.
Silk Song is, as I've said before, Silk Song is a psyop.
Hollow Knight is more Souls. No, it's not. That game is all about you finding new powers and movement abilities and such to make it through its world.
Okay, I see. So this. Anyway, now I have a real role. Let's go.
Great. Hollow Knight was just boring though. Sue me. Are there any character action games where the scythe is your primary weapon?
Dante's Inferno.
Oh, that's right. My hard game is not necessarily a Souls-like make.
I think that this discussion about how Hollow Knight is about the hard bosses reminds me of how that game is really just a variant of Zelda 2.
I mean, aren't all video games
Okay.
really?
Dread is
Xanadu, I guess.
Lionheart says Dread is peak Metroidvania. I like Metroid Dread a lot.
I like Dread a lot.
The take that it's better than Super Metroid does not compute for my brain. That's probably because I've played Super Metroid so many times that it's second nature. But yeah, I like the movement of Super Metroid.
Oh, what was
more.
that? Sorry.
Go ahead. Go ahead. What was that? What?
What was that melee-focused Souls like that came out in 2020 that people were talking about for a hot minute? Is that Mortal Shell?
No, it's not Mortal Shell. You're thinking of Sifu.
The rogue-like thing? Where you, like,
Pseudo
age
rogue, yeah.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Pseudo
Also,
run
Mortal Shell,
based.
I guess, is technically that as well.
Lionheart, I'd say that both Zero Mission and I'd say that Super is still better than Zero Mission. That, I don't know. That could just be nostalgia speaking, but I feel like Super has so much more going on.
We could be playing either of those games right now.
Its world is... The way Super Metroid's world is laid out and the number of different routes you can take through it, like feasibly take through it, I think really sells that game to me a lot.
Oh, right. My magic is good.
Uh-huh. You should keep using magic.
Here I was, trying to be a Dark Souls. When instead I should be a Demon Souls.
I had a lot more fun with this game when
I don't know.
trying to play it like Dark Souls.
Pyromancer was kind of busted in those early Souls
Yeah,
games.
well, yeah, but that's like the known... Everyone knows about Pyromancer. Ah, Jesus.
Pyromancer was basically the easy mode in Demon Souls.
Nope.
No, that was the Royal class.
You're thinking of the Royal, yeah.
Pyromancer and Dark
Oh,
Souls
right.
did not care about intelligence. You just leveled it up like 11.
Yeah.
And that made it overpowered. And in Dark Souls 3, it scaled with fate and intelligence.
Yeah, in 2 and 3 it
Less
scales with
overpowered.
both, as does Hexes in Dark Souls 2. And I played Dark Souls 2 as using hex magic, and that was
Controversial
fun.
hot take from the person who's not a huge Souls guy. I kind of like it when these games have like a class that is overpowered. For the
All
sake
of these games have
being-
cheese.
They all do. No, maybe not as overpowered as the Royal in
Yeah, I know.
in Demon Souls, but like
Pyromancer was just way easier
Dark
to
Souls
do.
1, Dark Souls 1 had a Pyromancer, Dark Souls 2. What would you say Dark Souls 2's overpowered?
I would say Dark Souls 2 is the best about just letting every build be viable.
Also, Dark Souls 2 has like it takes a much longer time for it to get to a point where leveling up is restrictive. Because for the first like 10 hours of that game, it costs in the hundreds or low thousands of souls to level up. But yeah. Anyway, Dark Souls 3 has a herald, which just starts you off with feeling miracle. Rio, I'd say the Mimic is still overpowered.
Yeah, they nerfed the Mimic,
This one
but the
has a
Mimic's
pretty
tier is
fun,
still
easy build.
the...
Huh? Yeah, the Mimic Tear is still like... I don't think you could nerf it enough to actually make it, you know, balanced. It's one of those things that you either nerf it to the point where it's underpowered, or just leave it alone.
Yeah, and they made it slightly worse, but it's still very good. Anyway,
This scythe seems real good. Why did you ever switch away from this?
because I wanted to, if I had to guess, it's probably because I like big ass swords, and I cannot lie.
I also like big ass swords. That was my big problem.
But yeah, I used this scythe for most of the game because it's fast and it has reach. And I believe it also does bleed. So... a Reduvia.
The Souls game that I just doubt my ability to actually finish is still Sekiro, though.
Hey, if I beat it, you can too.
I don't know about that.
Just know it took me 4 hours straight to beat the final boss of that game.
Everybody I know who's played it has said similar things about the final boss. I would not say Sekiro's. I had a hard time with Elden Ring. I would not say Sekiro is easier than Elden Ring. And most of this comes down to my ability to parry. I've always been awful at parrying in games, and Sekiro revolves around it.
Yeah. I don't know. All I know is apparently according to the teens, the youths, the DLC for this game is so hard, and all of the games journalists are tryharders who just love super hard video games. That's what I've heard.
I think these teenagers are just idiots who haven't found the Mimic Tear.
Maybe...
Or they're obstinate assholes like me who refuse to use summons or items.
Oh, Jesus.
You got Elden Ring.
That man, he hit me with 2 clubs. And then he hit me again.
I think the thing that I respect about what I've read of the reviews for the DLC is it sure seems like Miyazaki just made a sequel to Elden Ring and then called it DLC and then priced it as DLC.
Yeah. Yeah, it seems like it's a lot of game.
Apparently he has come out and said this game, like, as far as the difficulty goes, he's like, that's this game. If you don't like it, don't play it.
Or, once again, there are ways to mitigate the difficulty.
Yes.
And it's people, like, being too stubborn to summon help because something pro gamer masculinity something. Yeah, if you're not beating bosses with a dance pad while naked in the game, not in real life.
I would like to see if Gino's naked builds would still be okay for that DLC. But then
Gino-
also I would have to listen to Gino.
If he
Play
can,
this
if
game
Gino,
again.
listen, here's the thing: if Gino can beat this game naked with an anchor, he could probably beat the DLC.
Yeah, I know the DLC does some
Yeah,
stuff with
clipping
power
issues,
scaling.
That's a beauty.
Yeah, as it turns out, this game still occasionally has bugs.
No, it ain't a From game until I see something clip through a pillar and then it kills me.
Yeah. Oh, guess what? That can happen.
Oh,
it's a
these
From game.
fucking little guys.
Uh-huh.
I will also say that one thing that's nice about Elden Ring is at least From slowly but surely has decided that maybe status effects shouldn't just be the most debilitating, awful things in the world.
I mean, Scarlet Rot will still fuck you up.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
I don't know
sure,
if you.
but
I
does
don't know.
that compare to like getting poisoned or cursed in Dark Souls 1?
Okay,
Yeah,
so there is an area in this game that is a giant lake of scarlet rot, and you will get that status effect in that area, and it will be a bad time. Like it's,
Oh.
I was able to get through it. Like it wasn't
Oh,
as
no.
bad as you might think. What?
It's a man.
Oh no!
Are you gonna have to kill this man, or can you shake his hand?
It looks like he's gonna be an enemy.
Why don't you ask him about how he feels about leeches, where you want to go for lunch?
Yeah, that's right.
I want Mexican food tonight.
Yeah, you do.
What kind of tacos do you think this guy wants?
This dude strikes me as a lengua. He's a beef tongue taco sicko.
Well, you beat him.
I actually think that beef tongue is fine, Braden.
It's too chewy.
But the lingua that I get usually is diced up into little bits and pieces.
It's a little too chewy. I when in doubt, carne asada. If they have adobada or al pastor, fuck me up with that.
As long as you're not a chicken taco guy. we're all good.
I'm not. I can get a good pollo asada is good, but
I just feel like a chicken taco is the vanilla ice cream of taco choices. Though.
if you pick chicken tacos, it's because you're a fucking coward. I don't know why I am being so strong about this point. I don't actually believe that. Listen, al pastor.
Al pastor is also my asada. My problem with carnitas is that I've had too many times where the carnitas were overcooked and then you just have like beef jerky.
Yeah. All right. I think my sick little friend is down here.
Sick little friend.
Chicken is not the best type of meat.
The
because it has a high risk
motherfucker
of giving
who
you
stole,
salmonella if you don't
who
prepare
done
it
stole
correctly.
stole my soul.
I mean, isn't
I don't
fish
cook my
isn't-
own chicken.
Isn't fish the healthiest? Generally considered the healthiest meat, or certain.
Ah,
kinds of
I
fish
mean,
in a way.
Sure.
As far
long
as-
you're
yeah.
able to like,
Make sure you
Yeah.
don't get mercury poisoning.
As long as you're able to, able to prepare it.
yeah, you
properly,
get.
yes.
Here's the weird thing. Apparently, like, if we are
Also-
all Americans.
Yes.
Apparently, the most sustainable and safest way to eat fish is American farmed fresh.
Yeah. We're the best at farming fish.
Apparently,
Um,
like it's a 1-to-1 ratio at this point because they do it in volume, where 1 unit of carbon equals 1 unit of food.
As far
So
as
it's actually even sustainable in that regard.
as far as prepping chicken, like you just get a crock pot and you put the chicken in there and you put chicken broth in there
I don't.
and then you turn it on. Listen, if I can do it, you can do it.
Sure, but what if I went to Costco and I got one of those rotisserie chickens and I just called it a day for 2 days in a row because it's a big fucking
That's a
chicken.
perfectly viable way of living
That's
your life.
fine. That's fine. But like,
I actually think that rotisserie chicken is my favorite type of chicken because it's always juicy. It's
Yeah, because they pump it full of
just
juicy.
great.
How did you guys end up on a conversation about chicken?
ZP had
because,
tacos.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I had tacos.
Braden got pissed at the idea of someone eating a chicken taco.
America is also 12 minutes away from being the best at hockey. Woo!
Yeah.
Woo!
How
Take-
many Canadians and Russians
Unfortunately,
are
this
on your
means that a championship is going to go to Florida. And that means we're going to get a photo op with Ron DeSantis.
Ron DeSantis would never be caught dead doing hockey. Hockey's a woke sport. I've been told that the leftists like hockey because it's woke, and on ice skating is part of the trans ideology.
Why are you pulling out your Larry David voice for Ron DeSantis?
He inspires a level of loathing from me that cannot be properly expressed using silly voices.
So, Braden, I seem to forget. Is the word on the block that Natoshi's Den has like a Windows seat, or is he just like doing business stuff instead of game development?
I mean, I believe if I recall correctly, IIRC, that dude is like just semi-retired and is mostly just advisory and occasionally will pitch in. I know that Miyazaki said he would not want to make a new Kingsfield game without Zin.
Isn't it adorable?
I mean, what you're playing right now is the best Kingsfield game.
Yeah, or what if I played Lunacid?
Or you could play Lunacid if you wanted a real.
Oh, we're going the other way.
Why?
See, I'm not even a Souls guy. I like Lunacid.
I think Lunacid is cool. I need to go back and play more of it.
What about Kingsfield 4?
I have Kingsfield 4 sitting no less than 2 feet away from me right now.
I mean, as do I, but like, did you ever go back and play more of that?
I've thought about it. I feel like that is a series that I would actually have to stream because it is slow and boring occasionally. And
I mean, listen, if Borgmaster can stream the first 3, you can successfully stream the what is considered the best of them.
yeah,
Well, there you go. I have 2 answers for people in the chat.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
One, Shonen isn't ending because you have such fine products like Undead Unluck still going on. I'm being sarcastic. That's a fucking... I don't even know what the fuck that thing is. And 2, yes, Canadians do hate housing.
Are they all socialists, though?
Not
Depends where you live.
And Target.
Once again, Target didn't even bother opening up here. They basically just reopened all the Zellers and then called them Target and were surprised when they shut down because, when you buy a store that shut down because it went bankrupt, reopening it is typically not a good idea.
I just
Didn't y'all have... Go ahead.
I just like going to Target sometimes, okay?
Yeah, I still
Right,
remember
there's-
that one individual in the Wisconsin Target who absolutely did not believe that they didn't have Target in Canada at the time. Well, I mean, they didn't. That didn't come till 3 years later. And then
Oh,
only
look at
lasted
this.
a year.
I got a bonfire. I
In
am
a
the Dark
spite of
Souls.
grace.
Hey, what's up?
My utmost thanks.
Bren, you
for
consider the
bringing me to
Remnant
the
games
pier,
as Souls-like, even
and
though they're
thus
relying
I shall
guns,
depart
right?
farewell. I shall wish you
Uh,
luck. You have fought, I have no doubt.
And she's all like, bye.
I have an answer for this. For the
What?
two Hawk goalies.
Yeah.
Okay.
It happened around 4 or 5 years ago when they realized that they were burning goalies out.
Braden, what did you think of the Remnant question?
Is Remnant a Souls-like? No.
Yeah, I would say no. I haven't played Remnant 2, so maybe it has more elements of that, but I would just call it more of a like a like a procedurally
Cooperative
generated
shooter.
thing, like looter
Yeah, it's a
shooter.
cooperative shooter with dodge rolls and a stamina bar, but I would say it is far closer to Wrath of Gold.
It's is it? Would you say it's closer to a? Well, I was gonna say a Destiny, but no, that's not it.
Destiny's
Is Destiny
absolutely
an
a
actual
Souls-like.
like a genre? There's the Destiny.
I mean, Destiny, yes. Created an
yeah.
entire genre of...
Of garbage.
Sort
Yeah.
of
Looter
kinda.
shooters.
God, I wish Destiny 2 was not shitty.
Yeah,
I
that'd be
wish
great
Destiny
if
1
it wasn't
shitty,
bad.
too.
Yeah, that was a good game, except for all the bad business practices surrounding it.
As if those bad business practices did not exist at all or in some capacity with Destiny 1. They
to
did.
some degree.
What business practices are we talking about? Did they add like loot crates or something, or is it just constant expansions that you need to buy?
There are a couple of things that finally made me stop playing Destiny. Part of it was I bought all the expansions and played a bunch of them, and then they released that Moon expansion, and it was a lot of fun, except it did not. It had a story, and then it just dropped off. It did not have any sort of conclusion to anything.
Well, I'm told that the
The other reason I really dropped off, there's a couple other reasons. For one, the microtransactions were really egregious. I felt like I'd spent a lot of money on the game and did not really need to spend, $2, $3, $4, $5 here and there. And the final nail in the head for me was when final nail in the coffin for me was when they said, they're gonna start vaulting content. And I was
what does that mean?
So in Destiny 2, they will lock you out of old content, to sort of like force you to play new content. And they say that their terminology is we're putting all the old content in the vault. And you just can't access it. It's just not there. So if you want to play the original Destiny 2 campaign, I hope you played it a long time ago.
Oh, you literally can't play it.
I believe they brought it back recently.
So what they do is they will cycle content in and out. So
That's really fucking dumb.
And I was like, well, what if I want to play the Destiny 2 campaign again now?
No,
Gotta
because
burn the
the
disc and
endless
disconnect from the
content
internet.
grind demands you play the new stuff.
I did play a lot of the new stuff, but I was also interested in playing the old stuff. And after spending all that money and all that time on it, and then suddenly being told, no, you can't play all this old stuff you still enjoy, I was like, okay, well, fuck you too. And I uninstalled it, and I haven't played it since.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
The Riven remaster is getting really positive reviews
Oh, wow.
because people like quality video game design.
That's not true.
I don't believe you.
And the reviews are
People play Madden every year, so there's proof that they don't like quality game design.
But your endurance is only 13? Is that equip load?
Yeah, it's equip load.
It's also stamina, it looks like.
Remnant 2. Is that one of those games that they gave away on Epic? Right now.
Is it?
They gave away the first one on Epic, not the second.
Uh,
Okay, that's why.
We played a bunch of Remnant. That game's
Apparently,
boring.
I own Remnant 2 Deluxe Edition, so they also gave away the second one because I have not bought a single game on this platform.
Yeah, that's
Oh.
quite possible.
Like, if you need something to play while listening to podcasts or music, maybe, but it's very boring.
Oh, never mind. It's just Remnant from the Ashes. My bad.
I think that second game is much better.
Yeah.
All right. Well, clearly.
I don't understand why people even bother with those types of games. It's like, here's an MMO, except the content drip is way shorter and like somehow more grindy.
I mean, it was a stable like co-op experience, and like it had good moments. It had a lot of good ideas too. It felt like
I will tell you right
there
now,
wasn't enough content.
that second game is a lot better on pretty much every front.
Does it start off in a very drab and boring?
No.
city?
It starts
How quickly do I get to the start?
immediately.
You're talking about Remnant 2 now.
Yeah,
right?
like right after the tutorial in Remnant 2. You go to another
didn't
plane.
We watch you play that with Joku.
Yes,
Company,
Joku and Goblin and I played through most of that game on stream.
Remnant 2.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
game looked really cool until you guys took like 3 hours to beat that final boss because it
They
seemed like
nerfed that
bullshit.
final boss since we played.
Oh, are you telling me the final boss of Remnant 2 is also annoying bullshit?
It's better than the first game's fucking MMO boss. Like, but it's not dissimilar on that front in terms of just like, no, listen up, motherfucker, learn that pattern. Learn the pattern or die.
That seems to be
Remnant-
like one of the weird legacies of like Destiny is pattern recognition with co-op multiplayer
Raid bosses are very
Raid boss
hip.
design has become normalized, and I don't know if I like that.
It is a way to force coordination when in a multiplayer game.
On the flip side, Braden, remember when we played Tiny Tina's and it had the same sort of raid-based design?
There was
pattern
that
recognition?
just that
It's
one
the
boss.
shittiest.
That one boss. And
the
only
catch
that
is-
one boss.
The catch is that you have to design it well.
Or Braden, that one boss in Anthem.
What boss in Anthem? I mean the part where
Oh, right, you didn't join.
No,
Portmaster
because
Nights
I
of Anthem.
because I'm smart enough not to
didn't
play
you,
fucking
uh,
Anthem.
Didn't you get carried by just some like random guy who just did it all himself or
Yes,
something?
we
Yeah.
did because we got one-shotted because we didn't know the patterns. And the sad thing is, he carried us. He was constantly begging for us to skip the cutscenes, and Borgmaster and I are playing it for the first time. It's like, nah, son, you're gonna watch these cutscenes.
Anyway, that's Dark Souls. Now it's time
Rio
for
says-
the Dark Souls of real video games.
Rio says that Remnant 2 is on Game Pass.
Yeah.
If it's on Game Pass, I might download it and try it for a little while.
I mean, I still think it's more fun with people because you can just zoom through those areas.
Why are you assuming that I won't play it with people?
Because I'm not gonna play it with you.
I'm not asking you to. I will be if I play it, it'll be by myself for a little while. I just want to see.
Yeah,
what's up with it.
it's time for the real Metroid, Lionheart. It's
real
time.
Zelda 2.
The real Zelda 2.
Okay.
How do you
So
feel
you're
about
playing a
interplay?
feature-rich, fully functioning video game for
Yeah.
something that is not that.
Yeah.
I mean, at least Zelda 2
You
is...
got all of these Elden Ring viewers the youngs, and now you're gonna do the rope-a-dope on them.
Listen, the young people, they need to learn about the real Dark Souls.
The true Dark Souls begins now.
Yeah,
The
the
real
true
Dark
Dark
Souls-
Souls is the game having
the
trouble
real-
at the interplay logo.
The real Dark Souls is buying a video game in the mid to late 90s and realizing that it's actually a broken piece of shit.
That would be funnier. That would be a funnier rope-a-dope as you start playing Kingsfield or Kingsfield 4.
I mean, I could do that as well. I would just need to.
Nah, I'd rather see you play a bad video game for the next 15 or so minutes that I'm gonna put off going to bed.
Yeah.
A video
So
game where
I
your sword
played-
covers all your screen.
So I played 5 hours of Anachronox, and I played about 4 or 5 hours of Descent to Undermountain, and
Which one's worse?
no,
You dropped out.
Oh my god, they got him.
Oh no.
I forgot what the button was to turn off the fucking UI.
F11. I don't actually know. I mean, there is a controls options you can look at.
Immersive mode is V, of course.
I thought that was just to change how the mouse behaved.
Yeah. It's fine. Alright, that's right. I remember why we stopped playing. We needed to find where the way out was.
Anyway, what were you saying before? CP, you dropped out.
So I was saying how one of the things that is constantly killing me is enemies on corners attacking me diagonally with complete accuracy, whereas you as the player struggle to attack.
The
diagonally.
hitboxes in this game are, something.
Incorrect.
Yes.
Because the enemies always know what the hitbox is. You don't. And that's a problem. This is a real problem, right, Brady?
Alright, yes. Alright, I am... Find the symbol of mask. To return to a new passage. Alright. And... Okay, go through the door, but do not enter the portal. Okay. Thanks, person who wrote that guide that Cass sent me. Thanks to Cass for...
Day 492 of Braden and I asking GOG to bring this game to GOG.
Bring this game to GOG, you cowards.
I mean, does anyone even own this game?
I mean, so...
Define ownership.
Who owns the rights to this video game?
Oh, okay.
Which company bought the rights to this video game 30 years ago and now makes staplers?
let's see. I mean, it'd probably be
Interplay doesn't make
Hasbro.
anything. Hasbro probably owns the rights because this is a D&D licensed game.
Okay. So
Look at
you will
these
never-
jank-ass bats.
But Interplay's not making staplers or anything.
I know someone tried to revive the Interplay name at one point, and they also tried to revive the Black Isle name. That didn't work out for them.
Yeah, they got sued by Bethesda to cut that shit out.
That's right, their fake Fallout MMO scam. I remember.
Why does your sword take up so much of the screen?
That's
a great
6
question.
Degrees of Freedom.
Okay, fine.
as part of this, I thought about
God.
Oh, cool. He's just talking to you.
I was about to say that zombie just.
what key are you looking for? Yeah, those feathers. What about the key? Tell me about Mistra. Who's trying to kill Mistra? Hehe, Mistra. Alright. If I had to guess, I'm pretty sure you are, like a full polygonal, being.
Like you actually exist in the world.
Yeah,
like
you're not.
on wheels.
You're not a. Yeah, you're not a hitbox on wheels. Which I mean, you were same in Quake and stuff, but I feel like I got a critical fumble. Eat magic missile.
Those things seem hard to hit.
Yeah, that's why I use magic missile. It never misses.
So is it just is this just a dice roll missing, or is
Yes,
the game coming out?
yes to both.
So you need to physically hit it, and then it also has a dice roll.
Yes, it's like Morrowind. Everyone loves Morrowind.
That's everyone's favorite aspect of Morrowind.
Yeah, when people talk about what they love about Morrowind, they love the dice rolls.
Yeah, they love when they swing their weapon wildly and it does nothing.
They love missing.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing that's nice about Morrowind is you can just spam a move or an attack and then eventually it will hit. Whereas in this game,
Sometimes
there's
it's
you
unclear whether or not you are hitting anything.
Are you trying to climb that ladder there?
Yes, I do not know how to climb ladders. Okay, I have to
you
press
figure this
E
out.
to interact with the ladder.
Wonderful.
And now I'm trapped on top of this ladder.
That way, you could avoid climbing ladders by accident.
What if you unequip your sword? Maybe it's poking the ceiling.
Justin, that might have been right.
Oh, wow, that... There's a good chance that was right. Oh, goddamn. What the fuck?
just notice how, like, when you go into load screen, like, that art is so much better than what you see in the game.
The rat killed me.
What you're saying is this is an RPG.
Yeah. My mom just texted me. It's lovely outside if you need to move your legs and take Bo on a walk. She already took him out this morning. He's fine. He's fine.
Does Bo, like, do the thing where if he hears the word walk, he notices and gets all excited?
I mean, he's smart enough to know when I say, "Hey, you want to go on a walk?" He will perk up.
See, the surprise, like, big threat in this game are small, agile enemies because they'll just move and you won't know how to hit them.
What?
How you got killed by a bat who hit you for 10 damage when you have 9 hit points?
Listen, I multi-classed because I'm a powerful gamer.
Have you tried Fighter Mage Thief?
You cannot do a triple multi-class in this game.
Cowards.
There's a reason why Okay.
Hey, Brayden, have you explained how fucked the magic system is in this?
You mean the part where it's just it's like AD&D magic but broken?
Yeah. Explain how it's broken.
The game does not give you very many opportunities to rest.
Uh-huh.
And as a level 1 mage, I get 1 spell.
Yeah. So are you telling me that this system that was intended for parties, where perhaps one person could be in the thick of things while a weaker ranged person could be far away, maybe it doesn't work for one character?
No. I don't think it does.
But at the same time,
what would
do you
you...
imagine what it would be like if it was a blobber?
If this game was a blobber, it would not be in the Descent engine, and therefore more likely to be functional.
What would you say is what would you say is the best class for getting through this game? Would it be like a paladin or...
Oh, there's no paladins in this game. It's just fighter, mage, cleric, thief.
Okay, so just a fighter.
Okay, video game, let me get out of the inventory. Because here's the fun thing, is sometimes it just counts my keystrokes twice.
Wonderful.
Oh god, I did the mushrooms!
Jesus Christ.
This
what
is
a
honestly what it
visual
does.
filter.
This is
How long does
just
that
this
last?
is just like what happened when I did mushrooms.
Uh-huh.
No,
Yeah,
I
you just stand
I
still
just
with this
I
go
just
away.
stared at the ceiling fan and yeah. I just stared at the ceiling fan a lot. Ah!
Those rats are so quick.
And then he found a bunch that are really tiny.
Okay.
Like really, really tiny.
I believe they're technically not rats, they're mice.
I
Oh, no,
believe
it's
these are
giant
regular
mice.
rats, not giant rats.
Can they even hurt you?
Yes.
Oh.
This is what I'm talking about, how small, agile enemies are actually the biggest threat in this game.
Mm.
By the time your attack animation is over, they've probably already pivoted or moved, and so you've whiffed.
Mm-hmm.
So it gets to like this pretty shitty like circle of you kind of have to like predict where they're going to go if they're not going to just plant their feet or stay in one spot as they attack you.
All right, now we're cooking with gas. Now they will fear me and my bow. And I'm not talking about the dog. That little stinker tried to sleep in my bed again the other night. And I'll be clear, I love
You don't
Bo. But he is a 50-pound dog made of floof.
Wait, what's Bo's? Oh wait, right. Bo is a
He's a
curly
doodle.
dog. I remember.
He's a golden doodle.
Yeah, walking up hills are hard, right?
Alright, and let me rest. Now I have my spells back. And
This
by
game also
spells, I
has the
mean
dagger.
spells, singular.
And when I say it has the daggerfall problem, if you're trying to attack someone at higher elevation, it's just fucked.
Does Daggerfall Unity fix that, or try
Somewhat,
to?
yeah. Anyway, it's making the firing arrows noise, but I'm
Great.
swinging my sword.
I mean, Daggerfall Unity fixes a lot of things about the original Daggerfall. If they didn't fix that one, I'd forgive them. Also,
Yeah.
go ahead.
Sometimes the game plays music, sometimes it's completely silent.
Sometimes the music breaks and loops wrong.
Speaking of music, are you gonna comment on Milli Vanilli?
I-
CP? It's your choice.
Oh, fuck. Oh no. Chris Zombie Pyrodacted.
What?
I had to break that box and I fell 11 feet and took 3 damage because I was trapped in the box's geometry.
Jeez.
Like, I need to emphasize, I don't think this game would be great if it worked as intended, because I think it's just kind of weird and punishing and bad.
But it'd be a footnote instead of an infamously awful trash fire.
No, go this way for goblins only. Are shadow thieves hiding back there? No shadows in here. They in a different place. Where can I find shadow thieves? Go back a few bars in general. Thank you. Good day.
Anyway, you didn't answer me, CP.
Oh, ad time.
When I'm done with vacation,
Forcing
we'll start
advertisements on
commenting.
human beings. with
Hey,
design.
cool teens. Did you know that you can subscribe to twitch.tv/arbitrarywater and not have ads? That's right. Give me some of your money. Give Jeff Bezos more of your money. Alternatively, if you wish to give me your money in a different fashion, did you know that Deep Listens has a Patreon that you can support? Only $3 will get you a Deep Listens slush pile game, where you can select a game that we put in our fan pick slush pile. And if you aren't a little bitch about it, I'll even be enthusiastic about your game.
Okay.
Jeez.
We're
Just straight up call everyone a little bitch for no reason.
No.
like
Listen,
that situation.
There have been situations. Let's say maybe perhaps remember that time that guy joined the Discord because he did not like what we had to say about
Certain Nintendo 64.
certain
RPG?
Nintendo 64 games.
I don't want to hold that against Dark Cloud because it seems like a good game.
It's
Yeah.
not an N64 game.
Yeah.
No, it was an Ogre Battle 64.
Yeah, it was a guy who liked Ogre Battle 64.
Enough to actually complain.
Despite the fact that Ogre Battle 64 is one of our highest ranked games. Hey, what? I'm starting to get angry here.
What is making you angry?
Davey, look at this one. Alright, we're fighting these shadow thieves.
Shadow.
Thieves. I think both you and I said the same thing with completely different thoughts behind it.
Yeah.
Shadow
Completely
Thieves are in
different
Shadow Thieves are in Baldur's Gate 2.
Okay, that man
they
has better Thaco
they're
than
sig-
I do.
There is significant parts of a D&D RPG that would come out 3 years after this one.
Hey, remember the part where one of the characters in the tavern in this game is like, I'm from Baldur's Gate, but you'll be hearing more about that later, and you're like, ha 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 ha! Because Baldur's Gate was in development, you see.
What was like? Were people excited for Baldur's Gate before it
Yes.
came out?
Yes.
Yeah.
The news groups were very stoked.
Like beforehand. Huh.
Yes.
I guess we haven't had a good RPG in like 4 years. Oh, what was the great RPG before Baldur's Gate? I guess Fallout.
Fallout.
Okay,
Friends of
fantasy
War.
RPG. What was the last great fantasy RPG before
Daggerfall.
Lands of Lore? Daggerfall? Okay, fair enough.
Like, people were excited for Baldur's Gate 1 because it was Baldur's Gate and was connected to D&D by default.
And looked like a functional video game.
Okay, this guy's not
Being
going
a
to run and
functional video
attack
game is
me.
overrated.
So, we're gonna unequip
Anyway.
this chainmail.
I would love to keep watching, but I'm gonna go to sleep. I'll talk to y'all
Okay,
later.
go to sleep.
Good night.
Yeah! And that's my one spell for the day. I'm also out of arrows.
Like, I can't emphasize enough, like, the number of places this game allows you to just rest to restore your spell slots. It's like 1 room per level in the dungeon. And that was a choice. And by choice, I mean that was bad and wrong. They should not have done that.
Just imagine playing this game as like a regular solo mage.
Yeah, sounds like a bad time.
Also, just look at the way this character model scales and how busted it looks.
I would still maintain this is the worst Dungeons and Dragons game ever made.
Is it worse than those shitty side scrollers? Also,
I mean, those are at least pleasant to look at.
They're not terrible looking for NES games, I guess.
They've got good music, sometimes. I don't know, like, the whole fact that this game doesn't work, even if it weren't for the technical stuff, and then also it just doesn't function.
Is there a crouch button? There does not appear to be a crouch button. Well, hopefully I didn't break the game. Also, notice how much better the game actually kind of runs when it's in the smaller window.
Yeah, it's got way less pixels to render, right?
I tear you vim va vim! Alright, just double checking this guide.
This is going to be something that we're going to obviously talk about during the podcast, but, like, Interplay had this horrible habit of, like, they would make a hit and then they would take the profits of their hits and then allocate them to the worst possible projects.
Hey, you know, Brian
They would
Fargo
just-
really wanted to make Stonekeep 2. Okay?
Yeah, see, the thing is, like, Stonekeep 1 didn't make its money back.
Apparently I just had to go see where the Shadow Thieves were.
Then yeah, Stonekeep 2 never came out because it was like a deeply problematic project and they just refused to pull the plug. Then this came, right? And then let's make a Fallout MMO.
Yeah. It's weird
And
how
then
none of
also-
those came to fruition.
Didn't they retain the rights to the Fallout MMO if they wanted to
Yes,
make
and
it?
that's what led to legal action from Bethesda.
Was legal action because they didn't make it?
Well, because they were basically, for all intents and purposes, they were basically just squatting on.
Yeah.
So
On-
basically squatting on the Fallout IP.
Yeah.
To get someone to give them money to make an MMO.
Yeah, they were. Yeah,
They weren't actually doing
they weren't actually making a real Fallout MMO.
I hate to say this, you're a bit biased in this topic. Say what you will about Fallout 76, but that is a shippable product that came out, and they have been servicing it, and so...
I said
They-
plenty about Fallout 76, that fucking piece of shit.
Never been.
Goddamn, destroyed my hard drive.
Was it really Fallout 76?
Yeah, Fallout 76 nuked.
Yeah, I completely borked that drive. I basically needed to, in order to get the files off of that drive, I needed to clone that drive to get the files off of it, and then after reformatting that drive, it worked like normal. But the fucking, it would not read any fucking files. I had to clone it and then repair the clone. God, it's such a...
Thanks, Todd.
Thanks, Todd.
In Todd we trust.
There's a Mind Flayer guy named Sangalore.
That's a name.
Welcome back. So,
just-
you have seen the symbol of the god mask.
The cities, oh my god,
So,
all
it
of
is
this.
as I feared. The Shadow Thieves have
This is gonna
returned.
sound weird.
If they have a lair
Playing
within
this game
Undermountain,
makes
their
me
daggers are not
appreciate
far
the
from
town
all of our
exploration
backs.
parts
You have done
of,
well. Here is a reward for your
Wizards and
services.
Warriors,
Now,
Braden.
I must give you
Yeah.
a more difficult assignment.
Because as
I need to know
bizarre as,
more
like,
about
the
their
whole
plans.
2D,
I need to know whether these Shadow
2.5D
Thieves are an
nature of
advanced
the
party
Wizards
or a
and
major
Warriors
base.
towns,
I need
they're functional.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a good video game.
It's a good video game.
If you'll excuse me, I have a great deal to think about.
Thank you, Darkwing Duck.
Oh, man, they put money in this game.
Yeah, this game was in development hell for literal years.
I guess it's like a walking exemplification of like garbage in, garbage out. Like the garbage in was trying to do an RPG using the Descent engine. Like you started with garbage.
You
and then
started
got-
you started at the You started from the wrong place already.
Yep.
How have I not fucking leveled up yet?
You,
Because
is
I
gonna
picked
be
a
another
multi-class?
it might be penalizing you for multi-classing because
No, I
feel
mean
like
it's AD&D, so it splits those between two characters, two levels. Let's see. So it's technically what is it? It's 2,000 for level 1 for fighters, and it's 2,500 for mages. So yeah, I guess. It was the 90s. Jim Cummings was in everything.
So, I guess I'll push you.
Yeah.
Do you feel like this is more or less fun than when I showed you Towers 2 for the Jaguar?
I think Towers 2 seems like a better game. For one, it functions. For two, I think it's very funny that those guys went back, like, you know, because the dev team behind that game, like, basically went back to that game and, as a hobby, re-optimized it for the Jaguar and then sold carts for it. And I think that's wonderful.
Someone had to. The Jaguar player base was demanding it, I assume.
They sold like only 100.
Yeah.
So the entire Jaguar console base, then. All 100 of them.
I deeply respect what Atari has done with all of their stuff, like all of their computer OSs, all of their Jaguar stuff. They made all of it open source.
If you
And
have
like I
not
said,
seen
if you
Ninja
wanna play
Golf,
a Jaguar game- yeah, if you want to play a Jaguar game, they just got the Jaguar team to make
a Jaguar
an emulator
emulator
that
that
just-
functions.
You can't make me.
Don't you want to play Ninja Golf for the 7800?
Absolutely not.
Well, it's an Atari 50, baby. And it's a bad video game, but it's great that it exists. It makes me so happy that... Okay, it's this guy again. Hey, what's up? Bleh, bleh, bleh.
It's just a friendly reminder that, you know, maybe those people at Atari that are running Atari right now actually know how to do business.
The current CEO of Atari seems like he knows what he's doing more.
Like, make fun of that guy for actually making this Bubsy 3D game, but he's releasing games and he knows what the margins are, and he knows that people are going to buy it for lulz, and they're probably still going to be in the green.
Okay.
And also, yeah, there's so many consoles that I wish got the Atari 50 like treatment. Like, please, Sega.
Yeah, imagine if Sega gave a shit about the Saturn, or even
please. And the Saturn exists. What's this flickering blue shit?
I cast Chill Touch on myself.
There's at least 2 very good Sega Genesis collections out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the Genesis
I
and
died.
even the Master System have gotten pretty good re-releases. It's just, you know, the Saturn, the 32X, the Sega CD, those things.
Yeah, where's my compilation of every single 32X game?
I mean, there's only like...
Why isn't
5
Knuckles
Sega
Chaotix
32X
in
games.
any of those Sonic collections?
It's not good.
Yeah, so? Neither are the other Sonic games.
Oh,
Oof, jeez. Just pulling the knife out and twisting, huh?
Of course, it was behind the invisible wall. Ha 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 ha, you can't get me! Don't mind me. You're trapped in the geometry, foolish thief. Like, specifically what kills it for me, is... This game Just, it's the basic act of moving is so hard for everything in this game. They should have stopped.
Look, playtesting wasn't the way that it was back in the day.
It's not even playtesting, it's...
I think they had sunk cost fallacy, where they were fully like, "Oh God, the sunk cost."
I'm sure someone who developed this was super stoked about it getting released and happy with himself.
Listen, the devs for this game were on, Usenet.
Drugs?
No, they were on Usenet, posting about how bad this game was.
Oh.
Yeah, this game was like trashed by their own team like immediately after it released, because it was supposed to release, remember Braden, it was supposed to release in, what was it, Christmas of 90 something. It was supposed to release in Christmas and it ended up releasing January or February. But yeah, it's just, you play this game and you immediately know something is wrong, like the minute it starts. Like, it's not a secret.
This game should not have been released. Oh, look, they're hiding behind the tavern! Yeah, the other fun part is that this little tavern ditty was reused in Baldur's Gate for the taverns. So, okay, I almost died. So, my homework for this game that I need to do is I just need to, like, and this is for my own curiosity as well, is I want to read pre-release and post-release stuff about this game. Because I feel like there's probably, because this is a game that happened when the internet mattered.
Right.
Like, anyway, there was an invisible wall behind the fireplace. Can I? Okay. Okay. If I fall, I'm going to take damage. Nope, I'm not. Just the basic act of getting up a ladder is impossible.
I think you're gonna enjoy watching me play.
Have you ever tried to climb a ladder in real life? It's not easy. Except for the part where it totally is.
Hey, that's not a joke. Like, people do kill themselves going up ladders.
Oh yeah. Does the game have a crouch button? No, it does
Maintain
not.
3 points contact and you'll be fine. I've had to climb like 80-foot ladders before in my life. Totally fine, just be safe.
Yeah. I think the other thing I want to talk about is just like, this is peak GameFAQs era, and no one has documented this game well. Like, there are a couple walkthroughs on YouTube.
We've had a couple of those with Off the Deep End.
Yeah. Like, Wizards and Warriors is similar, but that game's good. That game just didn't run on anything.
It had like zero documentation or very little. Powers had very little documentation.
Yes.
I mean, I guess there was documentation for Unlimited Saga, but it was very unhelpful because it would be like, yeah, nah.
I mean, people... Okay. In the case of that game, people figured out the systems for that game. They've just discovered darkness.
You know what had not a lot of documentation was Elex 2.
Yeah, that's because no one likes that game.
Yeah, not even
the
Chronobytes.
Elex people like that game. Listen, I've enjoyed a Piranha Bytes, and by that I mean I really like Gothic.
Also, Chronobytes, please, if you're out there and you're doing well,
please let me know how you're doing.
let us know how you're doing. Please tell us that you've not
Piranha
been
Bytes,
embraced.
let me know. If you need any help. I just
No, I'm not
wanna
sure you
know,
actually can
Piranha
skip
Bytes. I just wanna know if you're okay. You make
Like, I
weird
think the
games for nobody, and I think that's pretty great. That's my soulful
Yeah, like-
Piranha ballad.
The last time we heard anything from Piranha Bytes was them issuing a statement like, "No, we haven't closed yet." We're not dead yet. Oh, that's right. Like, that weird Interplay Reformation is trying to do a remaster of fucking Kingpin.
That's right.
They're
I
doing
forgot.
Kingpin
Is that Interplay?
It is.
Or, you know, whatever people... God. Apparently that Kingpin, that Kingpin remaster was bad and broken, much like Kingpin.
Yeah, like, Kingpin wasn't a good game in the first place. I don't know why people are super surprised.
Oh
that
shit, I
Kingpin
leveled
was-
up finally. Look, now I'm a level 2 fighter. My Thaco's gone up. I have 13 hit points instead of 8.
That's almost double. Not quite. Like 3 of them.
I do wish I had made a fighter priest, but Relkin bullied me by saying, you picking a fighter priest is like anyone else picking a human fighter.
Maybe too easy. It's just having access to healing just too much power.
Probably. It's gonna be a real bummer when that gem runs out of charges.
Yeah, I am starting to get like reminders of Towers 2 for the Jaguar, watching you play this, and also playing this game myself.
Okay, so it seems like the way to get on and off ladders is if you switch weapons, it will move your hitbox and... Oh, Jesus.
Open a door, die. That's been my Achilles heel in this game, I gotta be honest. Open a door, dead.
Yeah. Oh, I need to put my chainmail back on so my AC is... Because it seems like the mage armor spell doesn't work the same as it does in tabletop. But yeah, we're gonna,
Now, Raiden, the nice thing about fighting these Shadow Thieves is because they have larger character models, they're easier to hit. On the flip side, they hit you harder.
Okay, do I just need to strafe around this dude?
Worth a shot.
Looking for the win.
Yeah, this... I'm gonna say, this game is not very good?
No.
I don't think this game's very good. I'm sorry to tell you this. But,
Maybe we should hire an expert to tell us if you're actually telling the truth.
I know a person. Okay. I know people. I bet Jeff, if Jeff watched my streams, which he never does because he's too busy probably packing right now. Jeff would be like, "Oh, I'm real glad I didn't have to deal with this." Or maybe he'd be into it because it's jank and bad. Just like all of his favorite Saturn games.
Oh, there's some very good Saturn games. Come on.
My dude, I am very pro Saturn these days.
You've been co-opted by the Saturn squad.
No, I think Panzer Dragoon Saga genuinely deserves its reputation.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Now, for the handful of you that are still questioning whether or not it's the game or Braid, grinding in this game does not work as you probably are thinking.
My new secret is to let the enemies get stuck on
That geometry.
geometry.
Yeah.
Just like real life.
I mean, that's how the Romans won.
Hannibal Barca defeated by geometry.
Yeah. Oh, hydration break. Thank you. Every attempt at
Putting the guy there, like immediately at the entrance of going up the ladder.
I think I could have come this way as well.
You sure could have.
Come on, baby, give me that mage level so I can cast 2 spells.
That second spell is really what's gonna get him.
I did it.
So is there a way that enemies respawn in this game, or is it just
I do not think they respawn.
So essentially, there's a set amount of experience you can get.
Oh no! I can't use the Gem of Curing at this time! Oh well, we're fucked now.
Yeah, you got 1 HP. That's a problem.
Alright, we're saving in this in the other slot. But now we have 15 HP.
Well, I mean, yes, but also you only have 1 because you got hit a bunch.
Press your luck. What just happened?
I think... Okay.
Did you get trapped in a box or something?
Nope.
Or in the geometry?
No, it's fine.
Oh, yeah, that was a trap.
It's fine. Okay, yeah, the Gem of Curing is apparently out of charges. Which means your boy here is going to have a much worse time.
Is there any way to heal aside from the Gem of Curing?
I could rest or hope the enemy has a potion. Oh. I went the long way around.
Wonderful.
Oh, but the good news is the music is playing again.
Yeah. Okay. In this case, oh, I'm tripping balls! I'm just gonna go back to the...
I can't believe they thought this was okay.
I can. Here's the actual thing. They didn't think it was okay. This is just what they were able to ship. This game got 3 patches at least. I'm playing the most modern version of this game. Yeah, something is better than nothing. Another video game that is probably better than this game, Mighty Number 9. Mighty Number 9, it functions, raves Arbitrary Water. Maybe not as intended, maybe not well. Why
No,
can't I
it's
rest
never-
in the inn?
Raves ZP. Bar music.
I got it. Okay.
You have to move the furniture around just to navigate and talk to everyone.
It won't let me rest.
Did you pay?
Hey, you know, it's fine. You know why? Oh jeez. Oh no!
Well, there you go. Now you're in some sort of town.
Yeah.
So, are you in trouble with the bar because you broke their chair?
No, I think I'm fine.
Really breaking their chair is just rude, but not punishable by death or anything.
No.
See, I'm gonna... Like, I think it was normalized even with D&D games to, like, highlight items as, like, loot trash or color code items to give you an idea of what kind of shit you should sell.
What if everything's important? But if you really need that resin that you found?
It's good to see you again. The Lords of Waterdeep are very happy with your work so far. Continue to report your progress to me, and I will tell you when we have a new mission you might find interesting.
Okay, I
Of
still
course it
haven't
is.
done that one. I gotta kill the guild master.
Did that man just voice everything in this game?
I mean, he's the one voice actor in this game, seemingly.
So yes. At least they got a pretty good one.
Yeah. I mean, it was great when he was talking about, stuff in that, Splatterhouse reboot.
Yep. If you want a good Jim Cummings video game performance, I can boot up Walden.
He is. Jim Cummings is Ralph Waldo Emerson in Walden, a game. Alright, let's call it for here for now. Because my tolerance for this game is,
Yeah.
not amazing.
You don't say.
Whoa.
I know. Hard to believe. But, Is there anything else I want to do, or is it a little late? I don't have to get up tomorrow morning. Because I'm working tomorrow evening. Oh, sorry guys, I'm getting a text. I'm getting a phone call. Apparently, sorry, gotta go. Do you know what I'm talking about? A certain high-profile douchebag streamer.
I honestly have no idea what you're talking about. Is this the Dr. Disrespect thing?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did he like have to go and then like got banned
no,
or
dude's
something?
last stream was him finding out on air that his shitty game company that was making an NFT game had dropped him.
Oh.
Has a controversy.
Because, hi, it's me, twitch.tv/arbitrarywater, and I'm here to tell you, don't sext a minor. Thanks.
Jeez, just taking a bold stance.
Yeah, I'm taking a bold stance here. That when your defense is no wrongdoing was acknowledged, maybe you've made a mistake.
Maybe there's also a better way to phrase that.
Yeah. Let's see.
Yeah, I would say the better way to phrase that is, I didn't do that.
Yeah.
And I hope that it's true that he didn't do it. Because, you know, that's disappointing.
Nah, not for him. It's expected.
Oh, okay, well.
He was a douchebag. Even before this happened. What should I play? Any suggestions from the chat?
What do you got on tap?
What do I got on tap? I have so many things on tap. Game tap, even.
You know, I still have the game tap controller.
Do you want me to just read you the unplayed games in my Steam library?
Yeah, start naming all.
Okay, so these are the unplayed games that I have installed right now. There are 28 of them.
Okay.
Did I ever play Holo X Break? Oh, that's...
Is that a fighting game?
It's a, no, it's a brawler. It's a side-scroller brawler with, Nepo Labo.
Oh, okay.
With your friends and mine,
like,
Nene,
a while ago.
Lami,
Sure. Those are names.
Polka, and Botan.
Sure.
All your favorite.
Maybe the best chemistry of any generation of HoloLive, like
in Japan, yeah. Those four are really good. I haven't watched very much Lammy, but okay, I have 1000 Times Resist, Akiba's Trip, Cavern of Dreams.
Akiba's Trip.
I have Cavern of Dreams, which is a fake N64 3D platformer with collecting. I have Citizen Sleeper. I have Corpse Factory, which is a visual novel made by Aussies. I have Crosscode. I have Dave the Diver. I have Dredge. I have Etrian Odyssey 3 HD. I have Fight Night. I have The Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. Hi-Fi Rush. The House in Fata Morgana. Indica. Nights into Dreams. Octopath Traveler 2. Pacific Drive. Paranorma Site. Return of the Obra Dinn. Shadows Over Loathing. Shantae, Half Genie Hero. Sherlock Holmes, The Devil's Daughter. 6 Ages 2, Lights Gone Out. Spirit Hunter Deathmark. Star Ocean The Second Story R. Unsighted. White Album, and the remake of You Know.
Don't play White Album, Braden.
What's White Album?
It's a visual novel.
Don't.
It's one of the most important and influential visual novels of the early 2000s.
Oh, okay.
Its sequel is considered one of the best.
It's You Know.
You Know is a remake of a visual novel from fuck it, let's play Shin Megami Tensei Vengeance.
Sure.
Oh yeah, fuck yeah.
Let's play a real goddamn video game. None of this anime books that you watch.
Anime books.
Yeah.
Are those like
They're like novels but are visual.
oh, visual novels, you say? Are they like these novels I hear that have graphics?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Alright, we're playing Shin Megami Tensei Vengeance.
You know, I think I've never beaten a visual novel once in my life.
You should read through, I don't know, Steins Gate.
Should I, though?
Yeah.
I feel like I could just watch that.
Or you could just watch
Or
the anime.
Is playing it better than watching it?
I would say the anime adaptation of Steins Gate is very good. Alright, let me turn down the volume a little bit.
Steins Gate to see how it actually interprets the usual visual novel trappings and like inverts them. It's actually kind of clever.
Anyway, welcome to Tokyo. Shit's fucked, bro.
As it usually is.
I got a Naruto run. Me and the
can you do
boys
the
gonna
walk again?
Naruto run.
You just do like the standard run? Because I think that looks way funnier.
Let's talk to the Sudama. Please, mister, please let me go! Let them go. Thank you! I want you to have this in return! You obtained medicine. Hey, you want to talk? Do you want me? Is this entrapment? What's that supposed to mean? You think I'm trying to trap you? I mean, look at yourself. Whatever, you don't know me!
Let's go.
Okay. Got that +2 Hama. Oh, they're fucking me up. Yeah, I'm sorry. I just skip all the animations. Because that's how my brain works. Alright, let's bring my homie Bicorn in. And Aitvaras.
Oh, you want some? Well, do ya?
And then my little demon friend finds stuff for me. And sometimes that thing is a weird-ass Matama.
This'll do.
What are you weak against today? Ice, you say?
Come! Take this!
Uh-huh.
Uh-oh. Was this a... Okay. Oh, this guy's gonna be a higher level. Okay. We're gonna debilitate you, motherfucker.
Your turn! Go!
I just love how big everything is in this game.
Yep.
All of the enemies, you, the way that the camera pans behind you just makes you look like a fucking monster.
Yeah.
But also, yeah, this game does like
Here.
Oh.
Let's go. Here. Aramasa! Your turn. Go! I swear on my horn.
All right. Don't mind me. I'm just Megami Tensei-ing.
Megami that Tensei.
Here.
Rakunda, motherfucker! Yes, I'm probably too low of a level to be doing this fight, but we're gonna do it.
This'll do.
Is this hard or Maniac? This is, I think, normal.
This'll do.
They got my unicorn!
Your turn. Go!
Let's turn down the game volume a little bit. ZP, are you still here?
Yeah, I'm here. What up?
You like the part where you're like, I'm gonna cast Bufu, and then the demon's like, I'll shove this Bufu up your ass.
Yeah, the monsters always in these games particularly have, like, distinct personalities.
It's very fun.
Cool. I understand why that part of the Atlas formula has not necessarily been well represented in the Persona series, because they have to have their writing spent elsewhere, but it would be fun to see a little bit of that bleed into Persona more often.
Alright. We got that maxed out Magatsuhi. Let's go.
There is also something about the battles in this game, basically this branch of Atlas. Battles take forever, but they're...
I mean, I'm also underleveled for this.
Yeah.
But
I feel like that's always been the thing, is like, fewer battles, but they last long.
Alright, I killed Xuan Wu. And now we get the dopest level up music. Anyway, as you can tell, I've been putting... Oh, that was for a side quest that I wasn't supposed to complete yet. Don't worry about it.
Always.
It's fine.
Sorry.
Is it just you in your hotel room watching me on your phone?
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
Okay. I'm just checking. I'm just making sure, like, your mom or one of your siblings...
I'm probably not going to be able to tune into you for the rest of this week until...
Oh, because you'll be too busy hanging out with your lovely family? And enjoying scenic location?
Yeah.
And look, I got these little guys. They're the little collectible guys that you need to find to get more things.
Mm-hmm.
But I just like the part where you Naruto run everywhere. That's mostly it. It's just the... Although, I will say, one of the things I don't like about this game, because I've really been enjoying my time with this game, and to the point where I'm like, man, I should have played this on Switch 2 years ago.
Yeah, but this game ran like butt on Switch.
Yeah. Yeah. It's still a cool game, though. It's also because I bought this game for like $30. I think like a month and a half after it came out. Because, for whatever reason, this game went on deep discounts despite selling over 1 million copies. Alright, I found 15 little guys.
Oh, you want some? Well, do ya? Hey, hey, hey. Uh-huh. Hey, uh-huh.
Well, I'm... You gonna do anything fun while you're on vacay? You don't have to tell me where you are on stream.
There's gonna be tropical stuff.
Tropical stuff?
Beaches.
I love beaches. Almost as much as I love this sick-ass...
The music in this game.
Yeah, like... The guy who does the music for this game... Like, you know, I like Shoji Meguro, right? But...
You're jazzy.
But...
Jazz.
I love just how fucking grimy.
Let's go.
I think this guy's weak to light.
Take this.
I was right. And now I got more skills for blowing up that thing. And now Unicorn wants to talk to me. In my demon hangout space.
Yep.
All the demons are just like, yeah. What the fuck are you doing talking to me? Oh, it's this guy!
Hell yeah.
I'd try the mountains over there. And now it's a 3D platformer, just like my beloved 3D platformers. Right up into and including the part where it's a little jank. Alright, let's see if we can get one of these weirdos to join us for this time. I love quizzes. It's Sandman. Hooray! I'll say the other big thing they added, even though I'm just playing the base campaign and not the stuff they added in Vengeance, is they added these little grind rails that let you move around the environment more easily, and that's fun, because it's like Sonic Adventure.
Yeah, a good game.
Listen, you know me, and my love of Sonic T. Hedgehog.
Podcast network we're a part of.
Yeah, the world's most pro Sonic the Hedgehog network.
Of which you are the person leading in charge. How many Sonic games have you completed on stream at this point?
At least 3.
You did the werewolf one, right?
I did the werewolf one for both 360 and Wii.
That's
and
2.
then I played... Oh, I didn't I beat Shadow the Hedgehog a couple times. I did not, quote-unquote, finish Shadow the Hedgehog.
I'll give you credit for that. Did you play Sonic 06 with Gino and company?
No, I did stream Sonic, I did stream Sonic Project 06, though.
It really is a bummer that Sonic Boom is still stuck in Wii U hell.
You know, I have great news. You know who has a Wii U nearby? Me.
Yeah. You could play Sonic
It's in the other room. I could play Sonic Boom Rise of Lyric. If I really wanted to. I don't. But I would do it for charity.
There are people.
Are you aware of... So, you know, are you aware of Gabriel Cantor in the Giant Bomb Discord?
Yeah.
I've raided them a few times. They played that game for charity, I think, at one point. Yeah. I still think about that quick look and Jeff Gerstmann going, what is going on with the frame rate in this motherfucking video game? I think about that a lot.
I still think about jumping Knuckles in the background.
Yeah. I still think about that episode of Sonic Boom, the TV series, where they made a direct reference to Chris Chan.
Yeah.
Which, you know, that whole thing has escalated in such a way that I feel like it's just full-on tragic, and we should give Chris Chan her privacy. Sonic Boom is character action. You're right. I mean, at this point, I might as well just fucking jailbreak that thing, right?
Yeah, if you've got one.
I ain't getting any more legal games from them. They made sure of that. Doug Nintendo Bowser said, no, you may not. Thanks for the maca. If you need an RPG, Sonic Chronicles: The Dark Brotherhood, we can't do that because the main podcast already played that game. Like 5 or 6 years ago. Alright, what do you have to say to me, Asperos? Now it's my time to shine. Alright, what skills do you get? What is this wretched art? Did this emerge from me? Yeah, hell yeah, Rakukaja.
Have you given children the blood they desire?
Yeah. I played Elden Ring for like 45 minutes.
Hello.
Anyway, unicorns, like, here's a bead.
That lady's got a wheel in her chest.
Yeah, that's Fortuna. Goddess of Fortune. Anyway, all these, yeah. Hanging out with my demon friends. What about you? What have you been up to?
Welcome to the world.
Look at all these skills I can learn.
You wish to.
You're a little quiet.
Hello.
Hello, you're back. Welcome back to the show. Hello. Oh, he lost it again.
Maybe you're just cursed. That's a status effect in this game.
Yeah. Alright, what if we fused Raptor with Sudama to make Archangel?
Let's see how long it takes before it breaks this time.
Hello.
Is this?
Yeah, for some reason my computer just keeps going like, we don't recognize what this is.
Yep.
That's fun.
Good tidings to you.
The Divine Archangel is in the posse.
Oh, that's a classic, dude. Still looks angry.
Yeah. And this guy.
See Jack Frost? I don't see Jack Frost.
We don't have Jack Frost yet.
What are you even doing?
Look at this guy.
Hee-ho!
I mean, are you aware of Nabino Hiho?
Not.
Who is the... Because Nahobino is what your character is. But what about Naho B Hiho?
I'm proud to say that I just typed that into Google, and this is the only thing I think I've ever typed into Google that came up with no results.
Yeah. Well, what if Jack Frost, but he looks like your main character?
What if Jack Frost, but he looks like your main character?
Yeah, that'll get the results.
Reddit thread, Jack Frost type character 5e.
Good enough. All right.
Blade and Storm Sword. Soul.
All right. We can also finally fuse High Pixie.
Yeah. Turn her into something useful.
Electric Gestalt. Okay.
I have a soft place in my heart for Pixie and iPixie, but they don't scale very well.
Good thing I'm still at the beginning of the game.
Guess
Dump
I'm
'em.
coming with you.
Anyway, I paid 600 Maka for that. 6,000 Maka for High Pixie.
What is the Maka economy like in this game? Is 6,000 much?
Yeah. This is a main series SMT game, so... They're not afraid to kick you.
Game for real gamers.
Yeah. It's time it's time for the real gamers to rise up.
It's our time.
Yeah.
Finally. So do you know when this game, like almost all the SMT games ultimately like have like the mainline ones, like from my understanding, have mostly like spawned off of the original. Like what does this come after?
Oh, the timeline shit? I have no idea, dude.
Because like every game comes off of some predecessor.
I mean, they've talked about how the world has been destroyed multiple times, so I feel like that should give you some idea of,
So presumably, maybe this is something after some ending from Apocalypse?
Yeah. I don't know, listen. I'm fabulous. There's a quick save button.
What are you playing this on?
This is on the PC.
Oh. Personal computer.
Which is why it's running at a reasonable frame rate.
That hair.
As opposed to how it runs on the Switch originally. And then these little guys. Listen, Tokyo's been destroyed so many times at this point.
Those
By
just
God
co-ops in this
or the
universe?
devil. What else is new? I don't believe I've ever seen a demon like you. What business do you have with the servant of Bethel? You wish to know where the Tokyo Diet Building is? The Diet Building is just beyond the path in this direction.
Possible the original Persona comes from one of the mainline games, which then would mean 2 does as well, but 3, 4, and 5, from what I understand, are a completely separate universe. I think that's when they finally just decided, nope, it's its own thing.
Yeah, I mean, don't forget about Shin Megami Tensei If,
You've ascertained your friend's location.
which is the direct predecessor to Persona.
I suggest we make our way to the
The diet building, huh?
I'll try not to.
Young man, I've opened up a channel through.
Hello. So, how's the
It's
search
a
going
warm
on
night.
there? Unfortunately, I've yet to gain any new information.
I got a class heavily
You've
watered
learned
down
where the angels are
contaminated.
gathering?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm on my way there now.
My homie Aogami wants to talk. Just ordered.
Oh, big old Oni. Classic bud.
Look at this guy.
You look kinda weak, but your rank's higher than I figure. You're not one of
This
those
looks a
big
lot
time
like-
gods, right?
What Tokyo was reduced to in Nocturne.
Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna drop out.
All right. I'm probably
gonna
gonna end this in a little bit anyway, because we're reaching the 3-hour mark.
have fun. Bye.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Lavish demon box. Oh no, it's this guy. Never seen a demon like you before.
That crab guy back there reminded me a lot of the Xenoblade X quick look.
Yeah. I've never heard of a demon like you. Could you know secrets even I haven't learned? Please. You can't seriously think you know more than I. Grr, I
know,
think not.
The fur elephant trunk. Oh, I hate this guy.
How much do you know about the teachings of Buddhism? Has ended. Which path do you take to return?
I know what a bodhisattva is.
Yeah.
That's it.
An empty path. For over a month, there's no way this stupid towers overhead on the hill of green. Spirits frolic with Shiba, never touching ground. Find the place this pub. Bring me the Sangaku beads that reach there. Okay, I have to find some beads. I got Nyami Nyami's essence.
Oh, you guy just does the Naruto run, huh?
Yeah, yeah, because this is a good video game. They understood the goal as far as demons to just make them all weird little freaks.
Get back to the roots.
They're all just like,
I'm gonna shove this bufu up your ass.
and then you respond with like, yeah, well, I'm gonna shove this bufu up your ass.
Then you imitate heavy machinery into a microphone. And
Yeah.
It's like, ha, that's funny.
Ha! You're
I'm
pretty
murdering
funny, kid. Guess I'll join you.
Hey, Jockey, we haven't talked yet.
I smell blood! Blood! That's what survival of the fittest smells like.
Oh. Buddy. Oh. Okay, fine. You don't want to be my friend? I'll kill ya.
You're the guy who beat Hydra, right?
I'm Advaris. Nice to meet you. Can I ask you a favor? I want to go get me one of its eggs. Okay. I want to make it a mega-sized omelet. Omelets are my favorite thing in the whole wide world. You don't want to get caught by Jatayu. They say you're in big trouble. You might beat Hydra, but even then I don't think you get out in one piece. Okay. Okay, I have to turn in a couple quests. Hey, what's up? Hoot! It seems you've gathered the necessary bicorn horns. Makes buff and debuffs twice as effective for all allies. Okay. That seems... Okay, if I give him more bicorn horns, he'll give me more stuff.
Are they doing anything interesting with this one's story? Is it just like...
I mean, I'm to understand the story, the alternate route in Vengeance has a lot more going on story-wise.
I see.
Yeah, this sure is a Japanese game running in the Unreal Engine, yes.
Yes. Well.
Yes. Water source at the mountain's peak, blah blah blah. Okay. Anyway, you know what the best thing about this game is? I can press left on the D-pad and it does this. Alright. That's enough streaming for me today. I done Shin Megami Tensei. I descended to Undermountain. I played some Elden Ring because I thought it would be funny. Yeah. Alright. Have a good night.
You too.